Here's more wrestling news for November 24th, 2025. Your headlines for today include massive 3-star reunion sends wrestling fans into a frenzy, AEW accused of copying design for new national championship, Paul Wight jumps into action during Full Gear Tailgate Brawl, legendary WWE tag team officially reunites, former WWE champion under fire after saying they don't know who MJF is, former WWE Diva seen at AEW Full Gear after 19-year WWE return. Mr. Kennedy says his TNA future is up in the air after comeback, and more. AEW Full Gear delivered one of the night's biggest storyline shifts during Kenny Omega's $1 million stakes match, where he teamed with the Jurassic Express to take on Josh Alexander and the Young Bucks. While Don Callis ultimately secured the money for himself, the real drama unfolded after the bell. Once the match ended, Callis immediately tried to pull Matt and Nick Jackson away while the family targeted Omega's already vulnerable ankle. That's when Matt and Nick turned on Callis and his family, stepping in to save Omega from the attack. Shortly after, Nick and Matt Jackson extended their hands to Omega in a gesture that felt like the first step toward repairing their long-broken friendship. At first, Omega slapped their hands away, only to pull both brothers into a sudden, emotional embrace. The crowd erupted, and social media exploded as fans celebrated what appeared to be the rebirth of the Elite. Omega noticeably limped backstage after the moment, but the visual of all three walking together again sent a strong message: the band may finally be back. What's your take on the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega reuniting? Are you happy to see the Elite back together? Drop your thoughts in the comments. AEW's Full Gear 2025 pay-per-view crowned its first ever national champion, but the celebration didn't last long, because the company is now facing accusations that the new title design is a blatant ripoff. According to Ringside News, a member of NWA's merchandise team reached out and claimed that the color scheme, insignia, and overall layout of the AEW National Championship were practically a photocopy of the classic NWA World Television title. The source didn't mince words, saying, "It's bull, they ripped the design off." The controversy has spread quickly across social media, where NWA fans are calling out the similarities and questioning Tony Khan's intentions. While Khan publicly said he wanted the national championship to honor the NWA's legacy, many feel the execution tells a different story. This isn't the first time AEW's been accused of hijacking NWA history, but fans argue that lifting the design so closely pushes things too far. Whether AEW responds remains to be seen, but the backlash shows no signs of slowing down. Paul Wight made a surprising return to AEW programming on Saturday night, resurfacing during the Tailgate Brawl pre-show ahead of the Full Gear pay-per-view. The appearance marked his first on-camera moment in quite some time for the Jacksonville-based promotion. Wight began the segment at the commentary desk for the tag match between Boom and Doom versus RPG Vice, but the situation escalated quickly. As the match reached its closing stretch, Trent Beretta attempted to pull Big Justice into the ring. With the referee distracted, Wight stepped in and drilled Beretta with a knockout punch, giving Boom and Doom the opening they needed to secure the win. Known globally for his legendary WWE run as The Big Show, Wight left the company in 2021 to sign with AEW. Since then, he's taken on multiple roles: wrestler, commentator, and mentor, using his decades of experience to support the developing roster. His last official match was against Lance Archer and the Don Callis family during the Jericho Cruise 2024. In a past interview with the Yes Network, Wight spoke fondly about his time with AEW, emphasizing how fulfilling it's been to contribute backstage while still having opportunities to compete. He made his AEW in-ring debut at All Out 2021, where he defeated QT Marshall, and he currently holds an undefeated 6-0 record. We'll have to see what the future holds for Paul Wight in AEW. He's apparently having a good time. Only time will tell if he ever returns to WWE, at least to accept a Hall of Fame induction. What's your take on Paul Wight appearing at Full Gear? Do you want to see him wrestle again? Let us know what you think in the comments section. Enjoying the video? A quick like goes a long way in helping us grow and deliver more wrestling news you care about. A legendary WWE tag team delivered an unexpected dose of nostalgia at a recent independent show, giving longtime fans a brief but memorable throwback to one of the company's toughest duos. Wildcat Sports' Revolution Rumble event played host to a surprise reunion of the APA as John Bradshaw Layfield and Farouk appeared together during the promotion's 14th anniversary show at the Ilario Center in West Wego, Louisiana on November 22nd. An Instagram reel shared by Wildcat captured the moment perfectly. JBL and Farouk stood side by side in matching APA shirts, with JBL handing Farouk a steel chair before setting up a classic clothesline from Hell spot that instantly transported the crowd back to their WWE heyday. JBL then took the mic for a short promo, and the arena roared with APA chants, proof that the team's legacy still runs deep. While JBL has made occasional appearances on the independent scene for promotions like TNA and AAA, opportunities to see him and Farouk reunite as the Acolyte Protection Agency have been rare in recent years. For fans in attendance, this short reunion served as a reminder of why the beer-drinking, card-playing Brawlers remain one of WWE's most beloved tag teams. Bret Hart's never been shy about speaking his mind, but his latest comments are already stirring debate among fans. During an appearance on the Johnny iPro show, the WWE Hall of Famer casually admitted that he has no idea who MJF is. While discussing his own career and the paths not taken if he'd remained in WWE, he said that staying in the company would have eventually led to a major match with John Cena, one he believes would have been a standout moment for both men. Boy, if the screw job had never happened and I stayed in WWF, that match with John Cena would have happened. We would have done amazing stuff together. I've always been really impressed by John Cena. The conversation then took an unexpected turn when a fan in the audience shouted out MJF's name. Hart paused and responded with genuine confusion, asking who MJF even was. When told that he's an AEW wrestler, Hart admitted he doesn't follow much modern wrestling anymore. Who? MJF? Who's that? Just curious though, who is it? AEW wrestler? As you can tell, I don't watch a lot anymore. Whether Hart was being completely sincere or playfully taking a jab is already a topic of debate online. MJF is widely regarded as one of the top talkers and biggest stars of his generation, so hearing a legend like Bret claim he's unfamiliar with him was bound to spark reactions. Now the question is whether MJF, never one to stay quiet, will respond to Hart's comments. Do you believe Bret Hart truly didn't know who MJF was, or was he firing off a subtle dig at AEW's top heel? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. AEW Full Gear had some unexpected familiar faces backstage, including a former WWE Diva who hasn't been seen around the company in years. According to PW insider Dawn Marie, who currently resides in New Jersey, was backstage at the event with her family. Marie last wrestled for WWE in 2005, though she briefly returned in 2024 to serve as a referee during a hardcore match between Jada Parker and Lola Vice at NXT 2300. PW Insider also noted that former WWE announcer Samantha Irvin was present backstage as well. For those who may not know, Irvin is married to Ricochet, who recently captured the AEW National Championship. Another notable name backstage was Mark Quinn, one half of Private Party. His partner Isaiah Cassidy was not in attendance. Both men have been rumored for months to be WWE bound following a long absence from AEW programming. Their last televised appearance came on the January 22, 2025 episode of Dynamite, where they lost to Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin of the Hurt Syndicate in a World Tag Team Championship match. Backstage cameos like these always raise eyebrows, so the door is wide open for speculation. Do you think any of them will make an AEW appearance anytime soon? Mr. Kennedy made a surprising return to TNA earlier this year during the television tapings in Minneapolis, and now he's speaking openly about what comes next. In a new conversation with Championship Sports Blog, Kennedy was asked whether his 2025 comeback was a one-off moment or the start of something more long-term. Kennedy made it clear that he enjoyed the experience and would absolutely be interested in returning, but admitted that nothing is locked in yet. No, it's definitely something that I'd love to do again. I feel like I was well received and went well, so we'll see. It's kind of up in the air right now. His TNA appearance featured an in-ring segment with Frankie Kazarian before he moved into the main event, teaming with Steve Maclin to defeat Kazarian and Jake Something. The crowd reaction suggested that fans were more than ready to see Kennedy back in the mix. With TNA leaning heavily on surprise returns and nostalgia-driven moments, keeping Mr. Kennedy involved beyond a single appearance would make sense. He brings name value for longtime viewers while still offering plenty to contribute to today's roster. Kennedy wants to continue, the fans welcomed him back, and now the decision rests entirely with TNA management. Should TNA sign Mr. Kennedy to a full-time deal? Would you prefer to see him wrestle regularly or transition into another role within the company? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Hank Walker and Tank Ledger's GHC Tag Team Championship reign is already over just 13 days after it began. The NXT duo dropped the belts on Friday at Pro Wrestling Noah's Crossover 2025 event in Japan, falling to Masa Kitamiya and Takashi Sugiura in a finish that was anything but clean. Kitamiya and Sugiura, who originally lost the titles to Hank and Tank on November 8th, reclaimed the gold with steel chair shots and heavy outside interference from their Team 2000X stable. The controversial win brings their back-and-forth title feud full circle in less than 2 weeks. With their Noah run now wrapped, Hank and Tank are expected to return to NXT, where we'll see what's next for the Powerhouse team following their whirlwind international title chase. For all of our subscribers, don't miss the 9 a.m. Eastern video we dropped earlier today. Smash that bell icon and select all notifications so you're always in the loop.